The person you can't stop thinking about loves you. Here's why you're still distant. Intro: the silent connection. There is a strange kind of attachment that doesn't announce itself. It doesn't knock on your door. It doesn't beg for attention. It doesn't even ask permission. It simply exists. You could be doing anything, scrolling, working, laughing with others, and suddenly they cross your mind. Not because you tried to remember them, not because someone mentioned their name, but because something inside you pulled their presence back into your awareness. And what confuses you the most is this: you don't feel obsession. You don't feel desperation. You don't even feel urgency. You feel connection. A quiet one, a deep one, the kind that doesn't fade with time. And somewhere in your heart, a thought keeps whispering, "They love me." But if they love you, why the distance? Why the silence? Why does it feel like two hearts are standing on opposite sides of the same door, neither opening it? This story is about that door, and why it hasn't opened yet. Subscribe now to Psych Secrets and be part of a journey where every video inspires you to see life with a new perspective. Part 1. Why your mind refuses to let them go. Psychology teaches us something important. The brain does not repeatedly think about what is meaningless. Random thoughts fade. Temporary attractions disappear. Surface-level connections dissolve quietly. But emotionally bonded experiences stay active in the subconscious. The person you can't stop thinking about didn't just touch your life. They touched your emotional identity. Maybe they saw you when you were unguarded, understood you without explanation, felt familiar too quickly, or made you feel safe without trying. That kind of connection creates a neural imprint. Your mind remembers them not as a person, but as a feeling, and feelings don't obey logic. That's why even when you move forward in life, a part of you keeps checking back, not because you're stuck, but because something between you remains unresolved. Part 2. Yes, they love you, but in silence. Here's a truth most people struggle to accept. Love does not always express itself loudly. Some people love in action, some love in words, and some love in silence. The person you can't stop thinking about likely loves you deeply, but their love is trapped behind fear. Fear of being vulnerable, losing control, being abandoned, repeating old emotional pain. So instead of moving closer, they freeze. They think, if I stay quiet, I won't get hurt. If I don't show it, I won't lose it. If I don't try, I can't fail. This isn't emotional coldness. This is emotional self-protection. They don't lack feelings. They lack safety. Part 3. Distance is not the absence of love. We often misunderstand distance. We assume if they cared, they'd reach out. But psychology shows something painful. People with deep emotional wounds often pull away from the very thing they want most. Distance becomes their armor. They may think about you constantly, replay conversations, wonder what you're doing, miss you in moments they'll never admit. But instead of reaching out, they wait, because waiting feels safer than risking rejection. Their silence is not empty, it's heavy. Part 4. Why you feel them even when they're not there. Have you noticed this? You feel them when you're calm for no reason. You suddenly feel emotional. A song hits differently. A memory surfaces out of nowhere. This happens because emotional connections create resonance. Even without contact, your emotional systems stay aligned. This doesn't mean fate. It doesn't mean fantasy. It means unfinished emotional business. Two people who recognized something in each other, but weren't ready to fully hold it. Part 5. The real reason you're still distant. Distance happens when love meets unhealed fear. You may be ready to open up. They may still be learning how. You may want clarity. They may fear definition. You may want closeness. They may fear losing independence. So life creates space, not to punish you, but to prevent emotional damage. Because love that arrives before healing often turns into pain. Distance is not rejection. It's preparation. Part 6. You are both mirroring each other. Here's something few people realize. You're not the only one holding back. You protect yourself by staying quiet. They protect themselves by staying distant. You wait for assurance. They wait for certainty. This is called mirrored avoidance. Two people wanting the same thing, but afraid to be the first to reach. Until one feels emotionally safe, nothing moves. Part 7. What this connection is teaching you. This phase is not wasted. It is teaching you emotional independence, self-worth without validation, a love without control, patience without desperation. Sometimes love doesn't arrive to stay. Sometimes it arrives to change you, to make you stronger, more aware, more emotionally grounded. Part 8. The spiritual side of this bond. Some connections don't fade because they were never meant to be temporary. You didn't meet them to lose yourself. You met them to recognize your emotional depth, understand your attachment patterns, heal old wounds, learn what love really feels like. Whether they stay or leave, the connection has already served its purpose. Part 9. What happens next? The truth. There are only 3 outcomes for connections like this. 1. Reunion with maturity, when both have healed enough to love freely. 2. Closure with peace, when the lesson is complete. 3. Transformation without reunion, when growth was the purpose. None of these are failures. All of them are meaningful. Part 10. What you should do right now. Do not chase. Do not force. Do not demand clarity from someone still finding themselves. Instead, stay open. Heal quietly. Focus on your growth. Release expectations. Love that is real does not disappear. It waits. Final message. This connection is not a mistake. If they keep returning to your mind, if the distance hurts but doesn't erase love, if the connection feels unfinished, then understand this. Some bonds don't end. They pause. And when the time is right, whether together or apart, you will understand why it happened exactly this way. Subscribe now to Psych Secrets and be part of a journey where every video inspires you to see life with a new perspective.